I'm joined by two athletes who achieved success at the greatest stage, and in sports, it is, of course, Olympics. Saina managed it all the way back in 2012. Didn't take very long for her to become a Olympic medalist winner. And she was the first, of course, from badminton to do so. We've got P.R. Srijesh, who's known as the wall of Indian hockey. And he's back 2 Olympic medals with the hockey team. What a dream come true. The last 2 editions have been for us after a long gap. How many years was it? 30 years plus, right? Since our...
Approximately 41 years.
Your mic.
Good afternoon, everyone. It took almost 40 years to get back that glory days back, but still we are continuing with consecutive 2 years, 2021 and 2024. So I hope that journey continues.
Yeah, so not 1, but 2 of them. Amazing. Both of them have now, of course, taken a backstage from active career. And, Saina, while you were not playing for a while, you only recently confirmed that you were a retired athlete. How tough was that decision? For any athlete, it's a very tough decision to make when to call it quits. So how tough was that?
It was really tough, obviously, when you play for almost 23, 24 years. It's not easy to say bye to that sport. I became world number 2 at the age of 20 and then world number 1 at the age of 25. A lot of memories which were there along the journey, and being in top 10 for almost 12 years, playing 500 matches, and finally you get to know that you got arthritis. And your cartilage is totally degenerated. अब आप खेल नहीं सकते हो. डॉक्टर्स ने बोला सर्जरी नहीं हो सकती है क्योंकि कुछ improvement नहीं होगा. It's going to be the same way. Of course, initial 3-4 months were really tough. You cry, you show different emotions क्योंकि player की journey में everyday different emotions होते हैं. You are happy, you are sad, you are So somehow you accept it, because all the athletes, former athletes, they retire because of these injuries. They don't want to retire also. I've seen Roger Federer, who's played for so many years, won so many tournaments. 1 साल पूरा उन्होंने अपने knee को test किया, check किया कि मैं नहीं खेल सकता हूँ. Finally, he gave up after 1-2 years of struggling. So every athlete want to just keep on playing, make the nation proud continuously. अपने parents के लिए जिन्होंने इतना बड़ा risk लिया at that point of time when I didn't have an role model to look up to. But my mom, being a housewife, she just said कि इसको Olympic champion बनाना है, and somehow she manifested and I did it. So all these memories come forward, and then you feel really sad कि इतनी जो job usually आप 20-21 साल में शुरू करते हैं वो हमारे लिए 7-8 साल में शुरू हो जाता है, और 34-35 years में we stop it. थोड़ा ज़्यादा दुख तो होता ही है, लेकिन you accept it somehow.
You accept it. And that actually the Olympics was going to be your last event before the last Olympics where the Indian team won a medal once again. So you kind of put more pressure on yourself for a very for a good swan song, isn't it? Why did you announce it before the event?
So I mean, just like Saina, I too had a very long career. I just played that hockey for almost 24-25 years. I never seen any hockey players taking a retirement. I mean, everyone just vanished from the system. So I just wanted to start a trend after having a wonderful career. I was like almost before Paris, I already played 3 Olympic Games, and I thought, okay, once you are an icon for your youngsters, you just need to set a level for them. So that thought was there after Tokyo with me. It's like, just want to stop hockey. So I just want to check when. So the very next year, 2022, it's supposed to be Asian Games and Commonwealth Games. So I thought that's the right time for me to take that call. But again, China, thanks to COVID, they postponed Asian Games to 2023. So my targets become really short. So I planned for 1 year. I thought, okay, I will play Commonwealth in 2022. Once I done with that, we got a silver medal. Then another 1 more year, there's an Asian Games. Then I thought, okay, let's play that as well because only one year gap. Then I played Asian Games. We won gold medal and directly we qualified for the Paris Olympic Games. Again, as Saina mentioned, the greedy mind of a sports person said, okay, one more year.
One more.
एक और साल में क्या जाता है? Then, okay, that's it. Then, when Paris reached, it's almost 3 years of, thinking, rethinking. Discussion with seniors, coaches, everyone, especially with family. I thought that going to be my best platform because after that Paris, 4 more years for an Olympic Games with my age, with my body, it's going to be a bit tough because people always believe that sports persons are the fittest and toughest people, but what happened is like we train ourselves. Our body is overused. We train a lot, more than 6 to 8 hours a day. So that's put you in a trouble situation. It's really hard for you to think about another 4 more years. So I thought that's the right time for me to take my day off. But why I announced it before the event is like that decision of retiring from hockey was like really tough, and I started to overthink. So when I started to overthink, that started to affect my performance.
Okay.
Then I thought I just want to unleash it before this start. Then I had a very good discussion with my coach. I said, Coach, I can't play with that big news inside my mind. I
So you just wanted to
go."
let it
Exactly.
out.
That's what I done.
Oh, interesting how, sometimes so many things affect an athlete's mind. But can I just say, they may be retired, but how fit do they look? How fit do both of these look? I know your bodies have been battered and you've taken knee injuries and surgeries, but they're certainly setting goals for us. But I want to ask you, Saina, what we're discussing strengths within. And I don't think there's anyone better than athletes to tell us what strength truly is, both mind and body. Take me through your lowest point in your career and what was it about you that took you out of it? What was your strength and how did you, rely on it?
I think a sports person has many low points and only few high points, I would say. And it makes you really disciplined and you tend to come out of the situation very fast because now you have experienced all of them. And that's why I think retirement became much more easier because you went through all that. And I think one was the 2016 Olympics, Rio Olympics, when I was very well prepared. I was world number 1. In fact, 1 month back, I defeated all the top players and I was one of the medal contender over there. Last Olympics was bronze medal, so I was like, ye time usse better karke jana hai. I was very well prepared and I didn't get any kind of hurt. I didn't fall anywhere. And usse pehle koi major surgery nahi hua. I was very strong physically and I don't know, suddenly I felt a kind of pinch in my knee. While practicing and I was like, ठीक है 2-3 दिन में ठीक हो जाएगा. That's what my physios were telling me. And in 2-3 days we had to fly to Rio, which is like 30 hours away. And I think I was thinking कि ठीक हो जाएगा. I think by the time I land in Rio, but I was I don't know. After that 3rd day also when I practiced, the knee was hurting very badly. We tried to take cortisone injection to not feel the pain, but usse bhi zyada improvement nahi hua. I was limping on the court. I was limping basically everywhere. I was not able to go up down the stairs. And I had only one option, go back and do an MRI and check what the issue is. But I still played those 2 matches, even though I lost. I don't even remember to whom I lost the match. But, the only thing was happening was I was crying on the court. I was crying everywhere. I told my dad. He came there actually, especially to see me do well. He was always there when I won tournaments. And I was very happy to, take him over there. And he was like, I'm sure she's very upset and she's not going to stay one more day here. So within 2 days, we came back to India. We went directly to Mumbai, not to Hyderabad. And the first thing I did was an MRI. I went to Mr. Dinshaw Padiwala sir and the best orthopedic surgeon for all the sports persons and everyone. And he said, hats off to your great, you played 2 matches with this. I would have cried, and I was like, what are you saying, sir? We just want to do well for the country and get medal, and these things happen at this point of time. But he was like, it's very unfortunate, you know, you had the extra bone growth in your knee and it just broke before the tournament. And I was like, oh, what luck, you know, it is. And he was also saying that, you know, 10 दिन बाद हो जाता, at least a tournament हो जाता, लेकिन it had to happen at that point of time, and I think it just bad luck. But you played with your everything over there, and I was watching the matches. Of course, I was also in pain to see you like that, but you tried your level best, and the only thing we can do now is surgery so that we can remove that extra bone and you can play again. And I was like, कुछ भी कर दो सर, अब तो Olympics तो गया, अभी और 4 साल है. And you have this once in a lifetime dream to do well, and you're like 4 more years to push again. But obviously to learn something from that kind of a.
So was it the motivation to play for the country and not really walk out of the matches that forced you to do so, or was it because you really wanted another medal for yourself?
I think we as sports person who are in top 10 who achieve continuously are mad to win medals, I would say. एक जोश आ जाता है in every tournament, you know, it's not only Olympics, every tournament you just want to win, you want to do well. And when you see those Chinese and Japanese and all that, उनको देख के ही ऐसा लगता है इनको आज से छोड़ना नहीं है. But you know, you can't fight your body, and that's what I understood in that tournament. You know, it's just so painful to see athlete who is in top 5 and who's ranked in the Olympics just couldn't play because of the extra bone growth, and it broke at that point of time. And you know, there are no words to explain that feeling, but only thing I could do is उन्होंने surgery किया, and the next 4 months was so difficult to come out of it. But I fought back, I did proper rehab, and when I came back, I won the Malaysia Open, and again the winning started. But I can't forget it. Sometimes it gives me sleepless nights to just feel that कि वो 5 दिन पहले ही होना था. But I think you just have to believe in yourself when you have played at the highest level, when you have played for so many years. It's your job. You have to just talk to yourself. I know you speak to your parents, your coaches, everyone gives you advices, but nobody can help you if you don't self-motivate yourself. तो मैंने अपने आप को बहुत सब चीज़ें कोशिश कर ली. रात में नींद नहीं आई, खाना भी ज़्यादा भी खा लिया, कम भी खा लिया, कुछ भी हेल्प नहीं किया. बट ओनली थिंग विच हेल्प मी वॉज गोइंग बैक टू जिम एंड अगेन स्टार्टिंग द रिहैब एंड फोकसिंग ऑन द गोल अगेन. एंड आई थिंक जिस चीज़ से आप प्यार करते हैं उसी को अगर आप करते रहते हैं तो आपको खुशी मिलती है. एंड दैट्स व्हेन ऑल्सो आई रियलाइज जितना भी पैसा या कुछ भी आप अचीव कर लो, nothing feels good when you don't have the thing which you love. And I obviously, as I mentioned, you learn with experiences, and this is one big major learning that, you know, आपके पास अगर आपका काम है which you love, I think that's life, you know.
That's the biggest achievement.